everybody. It's good to be with you again today, and this is what everybody calls Chats with Charles, but I'm Charles, and it's my pleasure to be here with you today. You know, I get a lot of questions from folks all the time about treatment, and you know, I've worked in the treatment business for over 35 years, and for much of the early part of my career, I worked in inpatient treatment programs. The model in those days was 28 days. You would go stay someplace for 4 weeks and receive treatment, and then when you got out, you did aftercare, which was usually one session a week, and you know, that worked pretty darn well. I think as we have grown in our service delivery, the treatment industry as a whole has refined the ways in which they provide care. Sometimes people need more time than 4 weeks. Sometimes they need something that perhaps looks a little bit different than traditional inpatient care. And that kind of brings me to my point today. You know, Dilworth Center is an outpatient treatment program. And I get asked many times, does outpatient treatment really work as well as inpatient care? And the answer is yes. There's no question about that. The research is very clear on it. Outpatient is just as effective as inpatient care, as long as the patient is properly placed. Now, some people need inpatient. Some people need detoxification. You know, safety has to come first. If they need medical care, they need to receive it. So anyway, the idea of outpatient care is not a new thing in the treatment business. It's been around for a long time. And you know, one of the great advantages of outpatient care is that it allows for people to practice their recovery skills while they're in treatment. The analogy that I often make is going to an inpatient program is kind of like learning how to swim in a classroom. You can get great instruction, but when you get tossed in the swimming pool, all of a sudden it's a completely different experience. And what happens with some people when they re-enter their lives following an inpatient experience, the shock of re-entry is something that they may not be as prepared for as perhaps they would like. So what happens in inpatient care? Let's say somebody comes Tuesday and Thursday nights and Saturday mornings for treatment. That's our schedule here at Dilworth. They come for treatment, and then between those treatment sessions, they are given the opportunity to practice what they're learning. You know, they can go out, practice, oh gosh, that was really difficult, come back into treatment, talk about their experience, regroup, you know, get a pep talk, and then they're out there again. It's kind of like, you know, halftime at the football game. You're getting what you need from the coach and your teammates, and then you're going back out and trying it again. And I think that practical experience throughout the treatment process allows people to gain their recovery legs a little bit more quickly than if they were relying entirely upon what happens in an inpatient setting. So anyway, those are just some thoughts today. I'd love to hear your questions or concerns about any of the things we're talking about. Perhaps we can take the time in the future to use that as additional chats. Appreciate your time today. Thanks for tuning in.